He didn't have an education, and he was embarrassed by that, and he never would talk about that, but he was the smartest individual I've ever known, smartest businessman I've ever known. He and Hank Jones pioneered the souvenir business that NASCAR has today. They built the foundation. Earnhardt was a brilliant, your dad was a brilliant man, smartest man I've ever known. It's crazy. He was very private, very, very private. It was a rare occasion that he would open up and you really see who he is. He got the Intimidator because he was an introvert. He was never comfortable carrying on a conversation for a long period of time. And so he got some bad raps about being short with his temper and his demeanor, but it was undeserving. People didn't know him. He opened up to me at my farm one day. Just he and I, we'd been hunting all day long, and I'd talked to Hank Jr. on the phone. That's back in the hardline days. We had no cell phone, and I talked to Hank Jr. on the phone. And when I got off the phone, your dad looked at me and he said, "I don't know how to love my kid like you love your kid." And I said, "Well, we're different, Dale. We're different. You love him just as much as I love Hank Jr. You just don't know how to express it." And he said, "Well, I'm in broken marriages and I'm not married to the mom, and it's hard." I said, "You just have to let go. You are who you are. And I know how much you love your kids. You just have a hard time expressing it." And he never was able to express to you how much he loved you. He never was able. And you always felt like he loved you when you won and he didn't when you didn't win.
Right.
And I could tell that. And I've always wanted somehow to get you and just grab hold of your shoulders and tell you how hurt he was that he did not know how to express his love to you. And he teared up. And for Big E, the Intimidator, just he and I sitting in the living room, to share that with me showed me how tight we were at heart as friends.
Yeah.
But it also showed me a side of him that was sad, because he really wanted to have the same relationship. That I'm outgoing, I'm free to talk, and I'm not intimidated to say I love you. All that didn't fit his demeanor, but it was in his heart. And he expressed to me that day, he said, "I don't know how to love my kids like you love your kids." I said, "Oh, you love them just as much, you just don't know how to express it."
Dang.
And that was heartfelt.
I'd have loved to have heard that story a long time ago.
He loved you. Let me tell you, we were in a tent in New Mexico, in Silver City, New Mexico. And we talking racing, talking about Hank Jr.'s opportunities. You were running the Bud car. And he looked at me and he said, "That's the dumbest thing I ever did in my life, is getting that boy that Bud sponsor." He said, "I should have went with Burger King." He said, "That has not been good for him."
Oh, man.
That's not been good for him. I said, "Well, it looks to me like he's doing pretty good." He said, "That ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about." He said, "I don't have him in the environment I'd like to have him in."
Dang.
That was your dad.
Yeah.
And he had a heart, and
Yeah.
he loved his kids. He just didn't know how to express it.